So today what we're going to talk about is sales tax, tips, and markups again. But the only difference is we did sales tax yesterday, we're going to do tips today, and we're going to leave markup out. So your learning target is I know how to solve problems involving tips, and I wanted to do markup at first, but figured out that was a little bit too much. So let's first define what a tip is. A tip is a gratuity, so that's just a different word for it. Which is a small amount of money in return for a service. So you tip like a waiter or a waitress, or a taxi cab driver or somebody like that. The total to figure out the tip, it's the total price. The total price is the regular price of the service plus the tip. And then this part right here, we're going to cross that out for now. That has to do with markup, and we're gonna take care of that tomorrow. So let's do example 1 now. Example at a diner came to $26. What would she pay if she included a 20% tip? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change this percentage to a decimal. We're going to take 20%, change it to a decimal by moving the decimal point back twice. So that means that 20% is equal to 0.2. Now we take this 0.2 and we have to multiply it by 26. So $26 times 0.2. 2 times 6 is 12. Put the 1 up. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So we get 52, but remember we have one number after the decimal point, which means we have to bring the decimal point back one spot. And we're going to end up, I'm going to put a 0 there just because we're talking about money, and so this would be $5.20. So this is the amount that Whitney is going to end up tipping. But the question is, what would she pay if she included a 20% tip, which means that we have to add $5.20 to $26. So I'm going to take $26 and add $5.20. Remember to keep your decimal points aligned. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. 6 plus 5 is 11. Add the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. And so we end up getting $31.20. And that's how much she's going to pay for her meal at the diner. All right, let's do example 2 now. It says a manicure costs $18. The sales tax is 8.25%. Tip 20%. And the question is now, is $22 sufficient to cover the manicure, tax, and tip? Explain. So what we have to do now is we're combining the sales tax percentage and the tip percentage. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to do is we need to add 20% to 8.25%. And we're going to add these two percentages here. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 8 is 8. And bring down that 2 that's still left there. So we get 28.25%. Now it's the same type of process now. Okay, it's the same type of process. All we have to do now is multiply this percentage by the cost of the manicure. And we have to switch this to a decimal first. So we're going to move the decimal point over twice and we get 0.2825. And then we're going to multiply that by 18. So 0.2825 times 18. 8 times 5 is 40, sorry. 8 times 2 is 16 plus the 4 is 20. 8 times 8 is 64 plus 2 is 66. 8 times 2 is 16 plus the 6 is 22. And then I got to do my next row, so I put a 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 8 is 8. And 1 times 2 is 2. And we have to add all these up together. We end up getting 50,850, but remember there's 4 numbers after the decimal point. That means we have to come back 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get this number right here. Now, when we're talking about money, we always go to the hundredths place, which means because of this 5 here, we've got to use this 5 to either round the 8 up to 9 or keep it down below at 8. Okay, and because 5 or greater means we have to round this up, so this is going to become $5.09. Okay, so that's how much we've decided to, based on our manicure, that's how much the tax and tip, both are included in that $5.09. So now we just have to add that to $18. $18 plus $5.09. 0 plus 9 is 9. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 5 is 13. Add the 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So we end up getting that the total price after manicure, tax, and tip is $23.09. But remember, the question is $22 sufficient? That means is $22 enough? And it is not. No, $22 is not enough to cover. Sorry, I'm going off the page. To cover the price of the manicure. Because, and this is the important part, because $23.09 is greater than 22. And that would be the way that I would want you to explain it when it asks you to explain. So before you go on to example 3, I wanted to explain a few things. We're going to do example 3 later, so let's cross this off. Don't worry about that. And then flip your page over. And right here on practice number 3, I want you to cross that off. I don't want to do practice number 3 either. So you need to do, for the rest of homework now, after watching the video, do practice number 1 and 2. Summarize it, ask your question, and then rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 4. Have fun.